Thanks for joining us today to talk about virtual training with Vintage Fitness. We're excited to hear your take on online training. As we know, you started with regular in-person training and then switched to virtual, and then you've stuck with it for a number of years. We do have clients that sometimes have reservations about working in online training and wondering if it's going to be as good as in-person. So we wanted to get your take on it and hear what your experience has been. So my first question is, do you need a lot of space to do virtual training?
Well, no. I mean, we do have to move, push a table aside, and we have an old TV on an old TV stand that we move a few inches, but really in about 5 minutes we can be set up and ready to go. We use a stool from Canadian Tire to set my computer up on, and the equipment that we have. I mean, we had a couple of small weights when we started. As I got immensely stronger, we started adding weights, stretchy bands, but not a huge amount of equipment. Because one thing we've learned from Lee is that actually your body weight can allow you to develop a lot of strength just by doing the right kinds of exercises.
Amazing. That's so amazing. So yeah, that's great that you talked about the equipment as well. You don't need much to start, that's for sure. And then we can add on as you continue to get stronger, and you most certainly have. And Moira, how old are you? Will you tell us?
84 today.
Ah, wow. Amazing. And you've been training with us for, I think, 11 or 12 years consistently.
But when we started with the idea that we'd just get Lee to show us how to use the gym equipment. That didn't work very well for us. We weren't motivated enough. And then we gradually increased the amount of time. And of course, with COVID, then started having her come, not just to our gym in the condo here, which is a very nice gym, but have her come via the internet. And we liked that so much that we never stopped. I mean, for one thing, we didn't have to dress up in special gym clothes. We could just wear whatever baggy old stuff we wanted. And quite frankly, Lee can see right through baggy things with laser eyes and know what we're doing right and what we're doing wrong, and whether we should adjust to the movement a little bit to get a better effect. So it's a very comfortable way of doing training, and we wouldn't go back.
Oh, that's amazing to hear. What would you say about people who are a little hesitant about not being quite tech savvy enough?
Well, I think that's one of the few things I can think of that COVID was good for. It forced a lot of us out of our comfort zones to learn to use things like Zoom. So I found that hard at first, but you do it, and it turns out that it isn't as hard as you think. And so we've adapted to it. I actually got a new computer recently, so I didn't have to worry about my old computer running out of battery. Or in fact, we used an iPad for a long time, and that worked quite well too. But the new computer gives us a slightly better picture, and we can see what Lee's showing us. We can see ourselves, and she can see us. So it really works well.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much for answering the questions, and it's always been a pleasure training you and Roger.
Yes, I didn't mention that 2 of us could fit on our living room rug and do everything on the floor that we needed to, as well as side by side on chairs in some cases. So we've both been able to work in a small space, and it's just great to be able to do it with so little time commitment, because we don't have to go down to a gym. If we need to reschedule, Lee can fit us in somewhere else, because she doesn't have to allow for the time to get to meet us in person. So it's very flexible in that way as well.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. With scheduling, it's a lot easier because we don't have to figure out when a trainer is going to be where. We can easily move things around in schedules. Yeah. Wonderful. Okay, thank you once again.
Delighted to be able to talk about it.